I wonder whoever's watching will have the balls to finish it to the end. For truth will set you free. My hair is growing out. What? So we're going to talk about desires. And what I heard today was very fascinating because it really shed light on the difference between what we think is a desire and what is a lie. As I was playing around with music today, on a loop, I heard desire. And it was like liar, 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 liar. And I'm like, okay, desire, liar. When we aren't in alignment, our desires act as liars to the truth that roots us in unhealthy attachments that stem from lack, insecurity, and attachment behavior. Self-seeking behavior, egotistical behavior, being better than behavior, envious behavior, judging behavior. It's all falsehood. It's a lie. Because if you really understood who you are at a soul level, you would understand that you are one with creation. You are one with the natural law. You are one with divine law. You are one with eternal law. But right now, what you must understand is you are in a human law reality. Let's break it down. Human law, what does that mean? It means that we all follow an inherent understanding on being, which just means that you understand when you are born, because you're born into a family, that when you grow up, you find a mate, you have a baby, you cultivate life, and you leave your legacy, you leave that imprint on the next generation. So how does human law interact with natural law? Okay. So we come into this earth as a human and we have instincts to reproduce, to find a mate, reproduce, and live our best motherfucking lives, right? And that follows a natural law because we are part of the planet as a whole. We don't own the planet. We are of the planet. We are of the system. We are of the flow of what drives every animal, every plant into their season. Horses have a meaning of transportation, of helping us. Penguins mate for life. Orca whales, depending on which ocean they live in, they follow a hunting mechanism and they have their own echolocation. However, their family format of being never changes. No different than us, like let's say you're a Hindu and you follow Hindu traditions and you eat Hindu food, or you're Chinese and you follow Chinese religion, you eat Chinese food, but it doesn't matter where you are, it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what you are. We all follow a natural law, and that's life force, that's flow. Now, because humans, they are above everything only in the term of free will. We have a choice in life. Are we going to heal and thrive and be supportive? Or are we going to condemn, judge, and control for self-seeking advantages and self-seeking pleasure behaviors? So this is how the matrix was built, and this is what is crumbling. Because human beings can be easily manipulated based on their upbringings, based on their addictive behaviors, based on the media, what sex should be, what we should look like, how much money we should be making, how we should be making that money. We've been distorted for a very, very long time. And the age of Aquarius is about oneness with flow. So this is what people are seeing. This is what people are feeling. They're seeing the matrix collapsing. They're seeing World War III happening. They're seeing massive corporations going under. They're seeing Hollywood being torn to shreds because it isn't in resonance with the age of Aquarius. Same with your desires on who you think you are today. Because, you hear, how you can really honor thyself is that you follow your passions. You follow the desires of the heart. But if you don't know who you are, if you don't know who your heart is, then you will be led astray. Because it is the conditioning of what we think we are. Fortunately, there's a divine law. And this divine law is what gives us synchronicities, coincidences, divine timing, intuition. Every human being was born with a light. When a sperm hits an egg, it sparks. When we die, all our energy, we turn cold because we aren't pumping full of life force. We all carry the resonance of creation, of divinity. This is what Jesus teaches us. And how we figure this out is we figure out who we are bit by bit by bit. And hey, I don't know everything. But what I have come to understand is when I release fear and I tap into who I am through my life experience to date, through what I desire, and where does that desire stem from? Let's say you're, for me, for example, I was in a toxic relationship for a very long time. And what kept me held into this toxic relationship is because I had fucking mommy and daddy issues. I never felt genuine love. So when I was getting breadcrumb, I fucking ate it up until it destroyed me inside and out. But for that was my salvation. That was my rebirth. That was my resurrection. And that's why a narcissist meets the empath. That is why narcissists walk this planet today. Is to wake you up. Are you an empath? Or did you just leave a horrible relationship? Are you seeing signs and synchronicities? People are getting pulled from relationships, careers that aren't in alignment to who you are because the age of Aquarius demands you to know who you are so you can live in heaven. Because the age of Aquarius is heaven. So when we wake up and we start following divine law, we start getting these synchronicities, coincidences, divine interventions. What is a divine intervention? For example, a tarot reader said, you will receive 12 yellow roses and you'll know your worth. My ex came home with 12 yellow roses and home skillets. I know my motherfucking worth today. Although I thought I knew who I was on a worthy scale based on looks, based on attitude, it was a lie to who I was at the core. Because I thought if I could control this motherfucking through pleasure, thinking that was love, then I could keep him. No. And this is a huge female issue right now. I delete women on Facebook that are acting salty as fuck. I just don't have time for even dudes. Oh, I'm thirsty. Want to cuddle? Fucking bye. I don't want that in my fucking vision. Because that's not what my earth looks like moving forward. This is how clear-cut you must be. So number signs nudge you in the right direction, letting you know you're in alignment. So then you can enter into the eternal law. And eternal law is heaven, is God. You then understand when you transmute human to natural, you get into the flow. Once you're in the flow, you tune into divine law, synchronicities, coincidences, and you understand why shit's happening to you from a higher perspective. And when you keep walking that path and you shed and you study and you release and you understand, then the gates of eternal law open up to you, and that is heaven. And everybody has the opportunity to understand this. Is that you? I've been sensing a lot of nasty energy towards me because people can't stand that I can feel them. Don't you want to know who the fuck really has your back and who doesn't? Let's wake up. Synchronicities, look into them. Heaven is here if you're brave enough to achieve it. One love.